I love Nintendo, and it really hurts to see them struggling so hard in this modern age of gaming. I think this is one of the third or fourth years in a row they've posted negative profit margins, and that's not good. But I think it's gonna really help them to look at their past behavior in order to predict what characteristics they should be putting forth to determine future growth. And one of the biggest mistakes I think Nintendo makes nowadays is writing some of their newer characters as bad fan fiction. Now, please understand that I do love Nintendo. I want to see them do well. But right now, at least at the time I'm recording this, they have no third-party developer. Every game that's being made on the Wii U is being made by Nintendo. That's really scary. And I don't think Nintendo's gonna die anytime soon, but they will die if they don't stop treating their customers like they're brain-dead morons. One of the biggest ways that they do this has been by kind of creating and palette swapping characters around, and the biggest examples of this are Mario. In the old Mario, Luigi was just a color swap of Mario. He was player 2, and that's fine. That makes sense. You didn't have a lot of options back then. You had limited resources. That's a great way to take a color swap and make it mean a lot. They did the same thing with the red and green turtles, basically. One goes off ledges, one doesn't, and that's a great way of adding some diversity without spending a whole lot of time and money making entirely new enemies and entirely new assets. But then we started getting into some weird territory. In 1995, they created Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, and again, this is fine. Baby Mario and Baby Luigi have their own game, and it was a prequel, and it made sense. But then they started making baby characters of every single version of every character. We have Baby Daisy, Baby Peach, Donkey Kong Jr., Baby Rosalina, and Bowser Jr., not to be confused with Baby Bowser, even though I believe they're the identical character model, almost exactly the same. Not only are there a lot of these variant characters, they're now being touted as independent replicas. Paper Mario isn't the same Mario as Mario, and you know what? I kind of understand that. Paper Mario has his own game, but now Metal Mario isn't the same Mario as Mario. That doesn't make sense. He has an independent personality, yet he can't open his mouth. And let's not forget about Rose Gold Peach. Gotta have that gender equality. I don't have a problem with characters having different genders, but making a female Goomba and calling it Goombella, I'm waiting for the day when we get a baby, female, Koopa, Dry Bones, Shadow, Metal, Wingcap, Tanuki, palette swapped, Waluigi. That's the ultimate character. It's all starting to feel like really bad fan fiction. Metal Mario is an upgrade from Super Mario 64. How can he be his own personality? You know, it's fine if it didn't seem like they were abusing this. Now I've heard Shadow Mario from Super Mario Sunshine is gonna be his own personality. Isn't Shadow Mario just a fucking costume that Baby Bowser is wearing? Or Bowser Jr.? I don't know which one is which. It's a little cliche to be making Shadow characters anyway, but I can forgive it. Shadow Link has a purpose. At least he's a main boss. The Adventures of Link, Legend of Zelda 2. But Shadow Mario was just a costume for Baby Bowser. And I think Nintendo might be understanding where I'm coming from, because if you look at one of their newest characters, Linkle was featured in Hyrule Warriors. But Linkle was actually created for Wind Waker, but they took her out because she was too similar to Link's sister. That sounds familiar. Anyway, I think Linkle is a great example of a character because initially you look at her and think, really? Linkle? Isn't that just like Wario from Mario? No, Linkle thinks she's the hero of time and isn't, but she's spent her entire life replicating the hero of time and imitating Link in almost every single way, and that's really interesting. That's almost like, that's kind of a deep personality structure you got going on there, and that's almost like Nintendo being able to make fun of itself when they release characters like Baby Waluigi. I mean, Waluigi was invented so that Wario had a doubles partner in fucking tennis. I don't even think, by the way, that Waluigi is Luigi's enemy. I'm pretty sure Waluigi is Mario's enemy, but I could be wrong about that, I understand. And again, I want to reiterate, guys, I do love Nintendo. I don't want to see Nintendo go away. And the only way to do that is to be a little bit critical of the decisions they're making. Anyway, that's my piece of it. I appreciate your time. You know, I spent a few minutes shouting my opinion at you, so please feel free to shout it back at me, but let's keep it calm, let's keep it fair, let's keep it civil, and above all, have a great day.